Okay, good day everyone. My name is Adibo Kenechukwu Franklin and I am here to solve the CTF known as corrosion. So without further ado, let's begin. So we've basically been given a vulnerable machine to find a flag which has been hidden within the machine. So begin by first scanning the network environment. We're going to use Nmap for that. So now we wait. Okay, so far from what I've gathered, we have picked up about 7 online devices, including my phone as well as the virtual machine itself. So we'll begin to scan this particular IP. I suspect that this particular IP should be the IP we're looking for. Okay, so far we've gotten two ports which are open. That is the HTTP port as well as the SSH port. So we're just going to look at the website since we already know that the HTTP port is open. Just going to type this. Okay, and as you can see, it just gives us a default Apache web page. I'm going to inspect it just to make sure that there's nothing special inside. So far, we have nothing. And I'm going to move over back to our shell. So far, we've already discovered the ports. We discovered the two ports that are available within the IP address. We discovered the IP address. Let's now move over to the enumeration phase, where we begin extracting valuable information from these targets. So I'm going to first begin by using the tool known as Nick2 to see if there's anything worth extracting from this website. Okay, because of how long it's taking, it is assumed that we're not going to get what we really need. So I'm just going to stop this. I'm going to proceed in using another enumeration tool known as GoBuster. Yeah, just use this from here. We are likely to get more web pages. So as you can see, through using GoBuster, we are able to acquire two more web pages. I'm going to inspect them and look at what they have to offer. Just click on this link. Sorry, click on the link. Okay, this is what we have here. Inside here, we have what seems to be a to-do list. Look into it. This is all we have seen. I'm going to take a personal interest to this particular task one. Change permissions for out of log files. So any clue directing to out of log, I think we should stick to it, for that to lead us to the flag. Okay, we have another one. We open this link as well, and we look at what seems to be our targets. Probably the owner of the to-do list. His name is Randy. So we're going to just inspect this. There's nothing to see here. Okay, so we've gotten information, but let's see whether we can get more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the Google Buster tool again, but this time on the website in which we have discovered already. Okay, so far we have nothing on the first web page. Let's move over to the second web. Okay, and within a few seconds we have gotten two more web pages from our second web page. We'll just visit these web pages and see what they offer. Okay, so here we have gotten to what seems to be a blog post containing a file. Let's look at what this has. This has nothing, so we'll go back, come back to our scan, look at our second website. It has given us the blog again. So I think let's focus on this particular web page for now. Let's for this to finish. And I think it's here in which we switch our plan. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the view first to uncover more secrets. So far, we are on this web page. We are seeing this PHP file, and it is giving us nothing. I don't believe that there is nothing in this PHP file. There is something, but we are not approaching it in with the right perspective. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to import this. I'm going to implement it into this command and see what happens. Okay, so remember when we looked at that to-do list? It's out.log. So basically, I'm going to inspect the out.log. Just to clarify, let's just clarify some suspicion. Okay, that should be enough. We're simply going to stop this. Okay, and just for confirmation, we're going to type in QR so we can get the let's see what it gives us. Okay, and as you can see, that's giving us the out-of-log file, the output of the out-of-log file of the machine in which we are attacking. I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm not going to type this here. Don't really need to. Sorry. Just paste this. I'll go to type this here. As you can see, the file has been loaded onto the web page. Okay, so it is here in which we will begin to try and establish a foothold within on the system. Sorry, for that we're going to use an exploit. This is the exploit we are going to use. Simply echoing back the command. And that will give us an opening. Just press enter here, and it has been sent over to the directory. I'll go ahead and refresh this. Okay, that has been done. Now I'm going to try and type in the command. Make it give us the ID of the user just to confirm that it worked. The exploit had worked. Again, as you can see, it's giving us the ID www.data. Now you can go ahead and then commence with the foothold. For that, I'm going to use another exploit. I'm going to use this command. I'm going to attach this command to the URL. But before we do that, we have to make sure that it is encoded within the URL format. So we'll just move over to CyberShell. Convert it. Just paste this here. Ensure that your IP address is encrypted here, because it wants to listen to your device so that it can gain a connection. Okay, so move all of these things. Select URL. Listening, waiting for us to make a connection. Then we'll press enter. We'll then move back, and as you can see, we have successfully made a connection. We are now inside the system. We have gained a foothold on the system. We can now look around and go back to our home. See what is inside. So far, we found a directory called Randy. Let's see if we can access it. As you can see, we cannot access it. Let's check our sudo permissions. As you can see, it's like we don't have any sudo permissions for this user. So, we'll just keep looking. We'll just keep looking all over the system until we find a lead. We're now in our var directory. Let's see what's within our var directory. Okay. This backups directory has caught my attention. Navigate to your find our var. So far in our backup directory, found a bunch of files, bunch of zips, the gzips, as well as ordinary zip folders. Okay, this looks interesting. User underscore backup.zip. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it to my original terminal so we can look at it. Okay, so what we're going to do, I've already done this. I've already gotten the file, the zip file via netcat. So we're going to demonstrate getting it via Python by hosting a Python server using this. Okay, that's been hosted. Now we are going to create another shell. Okay, we've already found a file called user underscore backup.zip. What we now want to do, we want to now move it over to our terminal, to our original terminal. So we'll use Python for that. We'll just host a Python server for that. We'll host a HTTP server for that using Python. So we just simply type this. Okay, we have now gotten our file. We now want to go ahead and crack it using zip to on I'll then proceed to use John along with rocky.txt as my word list to crack the password. Okay, I feel like it's because I've already cracked this before, so I'll just quickly empty out my John box. So let's try and crack this again. Okay, as you can see, that's giving us our password for the zip file. So we can go ahead and unzip the file. Just copy this password and paste it. Yes. Okay. File has given us my password.txt. It's giving us easyinfo.c. It's giving us id_res. Right now we're looking at my password.txt, so let's look at what's in this. Okay, this should be the password for Randy. A huge guess is telling me that these are the credential logins for the SSH. So via SSH, we're going to increase this credential. Simply supply the password here. And like that, we are in Randy's user. I have to check what's inside. And so far, there are no much important things here. Let's navigate to tools. Let's see what is inside tools. And we are just seeing what seems to be a Python and a C file. Okay, that's not giving me an idea. I feel like we can create a custom file, a custom executable file which can make us exploit a particular vulnerability. I mean, all these files that are here, you can run them with easy sysinfo file. You can run them. Apart from this Python file, this Python file seems to be the only file in which we cannot run, but the rest we can run. So let's try and look into it. Let's see what we can do about it. Let's see what's in this. Just a bunch of commands. Um, hmm. So what we'll do, we'll just make our own file. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we're just going to clear all of these won't be necessary. There's already a particular code made for this here. Need to copy all of this. I'll paste it here. Okay, I'm very sorry for the constant stream of mistakes. I had misconfigured some things in my code. So I'm going to now run it now. It should be working perfectly fine. Okay, it has run successfully. I can now go ahead and proceed to use sudo to initiate the code. I'm going to retrieve the password for Randy. I've done this. Paste it here. Okay, and like that. And now, as the root user, you can now navigate to the directory and check what is inside it. And we're going to look at this. Okay, and like that, we have found the flag. If you found this insightful, thank you.